Okay. Had to assemble the Avengers here, guys. So it looks like I'll be playing this one. Go ahead and queue up unranked. So I'll be playing 2, bright side 5.
Mm,
You guys all got your roles, I think.
yeah,
I don't remember who's playing what, but we'll make sure
on
you get it.
position 4.
Nice. And you
Just
said
remember
you
your position 4 is playing on 200 ping.
yeah,
Yeah.
offlaner, you volunteered to have a 4 position with 200 ping. What hero did you say you spam on position 4?
Dark Willow. Dark Willow. I have
Dark
like
Willow.
2000 game on it. 2175.
That is
Lol.
that is a
Oh my
lot
God.
of that is a lot of Dark Willow games, my friend.
AF, just as an indicator, I haven't played for like 7 months. It's like my 20th game. I'm back at Dota, so feel free to call me stuff. I have a lot of trouble like getting used to the nerfs and stuff.
What role are you playing?
It's cool.
At 3.
Okay.
It's cool, bro.
Banana slam jam.
Just pick a hero you want to play, man. It doesn't matter for the session. I wanted to like the point of this is that yes, I'm in your game for the sake of, completing the party, but I want you guys to play as if it's a normal game. I'm not going to play any differently. I'm not going to say all that much unless I think it'll help for the team.
Yeah.
Oh, BSJ just play normally, man.
Yep,
If you talk a lot in the game.
I'm playing incredibly normally, unless I'm trying to organize a team play later on in the game. That's what I did for the last session. That's what I'll do for you guys.
This one definitely in the back.
This will be a good warm-up for me today, guys. Thanks for the warm-up.
Pleasure.
Lamau.
I'm ready to play a warm-up game for you every day, even with 200 ping.
Nice, dude. That means a lot.
Real MVP, man.
If BSJ is going to leave me hanging there.
Yeah.
Yeah, down on high five, noobs.
All right, I'm going for it. Ah, there's a puck here.
He clearly sees you. I just don't know where from.
Yeah.
Well, you want to be aggressive early levels?
Probably just right
What do you
here.
do?
Can you beat the Sven on a 1v1?
I mean, it's up to you, man. Following your lead.
I have higher cast range from this Spain, so I will try to create a 1v1. And if any situation comes up, I will try to be in cast range with you.
Alright, alright.
My strongest point is level 2, so
We can kill with level 2 in this lane when you have skeletons, okay? We're trying to get
Sure.
level 2. If we get level 2 before them and you have 2 skellies, we own.
and they sharing XP. I give you solo XP center.
All right,
Just
we can
don't die.
go really hard on this guy. When are you? All right, just wait for stacks to come up, and then we can just kill him. Okay.
Be careful, center man. Just get the XP.
And let him take this under tower. If we want it to go under tower here. Nice. All right, we're fine.
I do have a salve. Oh, okay, you do have it. You have one.
Yeah, I do have one.
I go kill the Sven Cordia. Ben is devouring the small camp. He wants to pull.
And we have a large camp. Don't have a small yet. Do you have skellies? It's on this guy. Nice.
Just trying to make sure he never pulls this lane.
Think I'm in trouble.
You should be good. That'll push the wave back. Empty ward. Just play really chill. The wave's gonna push back. Oh no.
I'm coming mid for securing the bottom room. You can secure the top one if you want.
Sure. I think I'm gonna be on the bottom rune actually, so you can just help me if he comes over.
Never mind. It's not pushing back. Oh no, it does. Thanks.
I'll head towards the top actually, if he doesn't go.
What a cool guy.
I think I'm gonna get this.
I can come over. He doesn't have ulti or anything. Okay.
Not bad. Take those creeps off you.
Can you help me?
I get the other one. Is that okay?
I actually want it. I actually want it.
Okay, okay. Have it.
Thank you.
You kill him too? Get him. Avenge me.
Yeah, I think he pulled the ball.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm on it. It was
I'm
a.
coming.
It's a stack pull. You kill him?
Do you need battlefield, Bisha?
Oh fuck.
Sure.
Let the courier go.
Nah.
I killed the courier at least. Don't die, man. I don't have mana to help you. Just run away.
Huh. You just. I
He
see.
kind of made that a bit too easy, I think.
I have a south center. You can come walk towards
Alright,
me.
we should let's go hard on the slush, or this guy.
No mana, so what? Okay. Getting clarities.
Alright, let's. Oh, puck
Oh,
TP.
Puck's here.
No, he's losing his mid tower for that. I didn't expect him to leave, so I should have called him.
That's fine.
We have
Overstep.
too many creeps. We cannot play aggressive here.
Use coil.
I'm coming mid again for this round.
Not killing me. I don't know what he's doing.
Center is on a fine place.
He's losing his tower to a Pango, so it's pretty bad for him.
There's no smoke to buy. Regen rune here.
Coming.
Alright, oh, we're taking mid tower.
Bane is missing, guys.
At your disposal.
I'm super low on XP this game, so please
can
let
take
me
mid.
have the tune.
You can take mid. Mid's all
Okay, okay,
yours.
okay. Okay, to form
I'm
jungle.
gonna make my I'm making my way towards bottom.
I have clarity coming for mana.
I want to buy some wards. Please
I think
let me buy
we
the
just
next
want to
ward.
shove this as much as possible now.
We can go on these guys here.
Just
Looks like they
power
see me.
farm. I can port bottom if stuff happens as well. I think we literally just auto this out and you just start power farming.
Yeah, it looks like they see me bottom, so just chilling.
I have my ulti if needed, just call it.
Let's get to the coin.
Missing bottom.
The danger. She is this way.
I don't see any stacks in their jungle. I'm looping behind this guy. I don't think he dies, but we can maybe if he fucks up.
If he orbs, he should dies, I think.
Yeah.
Gun strength used
I can't force the orb.
on Sven.
Shaman TP'd. Shaman TP'd.
Hitting
Yeah,
Shaman.
yeah, yeah. A shield, 3 seconds.
This guy's a platinum puck player? Very confused. Checking red.
Any doubt?
Okay, I'll check this one for you. We can go at this Sven a bit.
Sven has no ulti. Sven has no ulti, by the way.
This looks valuable.
Pack TP, tack TP, run away.
I'm gonna be getting bottom rune.
I got coiled.
Rip.
ED here.
Coming.
They're 3 here. They're 3 or 4 hero here. Be careful.
Is that a challenge? I didn't even know I wanted one of these.
Alright, I'm gonna port bottom. I want to make sure we get bottom here. Let's just shove this in.
Yes.
I'm gonna drag enemy creeps to the jungle so you can take the tower, bro. Take the tower, man.
There's still Suntower tank. It's fine.
But you can
farm.
hit him, and if you have passive, just hit the tower. Take the tower faster, guys. Bane is coming here.
De-warding. So
Yeah, he's
5.
warning me.
Are you good mid? I don't have port.
We'll do this.
Didn't have mana to use my
We
W.
didn't see anything.
I just thought I had mana to use W and I didn't. All good.
It's
Roll
warded
down,
up.
guys.
Warded up there.
I don't think it is.
It is. He just devoted me there.
He used his Kratos vision to good vision.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's sentry there.
I'm gonna rocket him here, BSJ.
Going to.
Okay, maybe I'm not. Shaman's here.
We keep bottom lane pushed in.
Yeah, sure.
It's fine. It's fine. Let me be. I'm fine.
You're fine.
I'm
Got nothing
completely
here.
fine.
All right, Mr. Wraith King, I'm gonna kindly ask you to go jungle. I need to soak top for a bit.
Okay.
I guess
mean,
this one is farming the triangle
Actually,
right
I can
now.
just take mid if BSJ doesn't want it either.
Yeah, mid's lane's free for you guys.
Yeah, I'll just take mid.
Should I be bottom or no? I should be jungle. Or
Centaur,
Shaman
keep going
ultimate.
bottom. This lane's yours.
Shaman ulti used.
Keep playing bottom. Centaur's a hard farming.
Yeah,
outfit.
we're fine.
All right.
I'm watching top, but I'm only gonna show up if.
no, I think I'm fine here.
No,
I got
I'm
coiled
actually.
again.
I'm coming top. I'm just walking.
There's no coil for
I'm
him.
defending mid. No Shaman ulti. So
Pushing that lane top. I'm here.
Yes, yes.
They have grip for
Okay.
your role.
Just forcing reactions. I'm not gonna take Wraith King's farm here. Ooh, a stacked smoker.
Time at last.
Bane is top-ish. Not exactly sure where.
pushing mid hard.
They have probably 3 on the top side of the map.
I'm not worried until they commit onto you. You can just keep doing your thing.
An excellent choice. Let's get to the point.
If he commits for the tower, I'll TP. And
Yeah, we're fine.
Rune's coming out. I'm gonna check it.
Yes.
I'll check top.
Bottom.
Stop. Haste
Stop.
on puck.
Haste puck. Okay.
You should try and make them use
Yeah,
spells
I'm
on
gonna
you
be
top.
TPing top. Can you
Well,
be
we can
defending
TP
that?
to help you.
Yep.
Honorable.
I still have a roll if they come.
Nice.
Lane's yours. When you're really strong on carry, don't let your tower take damage without being in the way of it. It makes those kind of plays even easier.
Yeah, I just thought they were gonna take the tower, you know.
I'm
Yeah,
coming
you have
mid
really
soon.
strong counterplay on your team, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Oh,
got it.
At your disposal.
Coming mid. Coming mid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see Bane. If you
He's
cancel
6 and
grip, I'm
everything.
really strong.
I can cancel the grip. I have turrets. Unless I get silenced from the puck.
You can keep farming bottom. Oh, no, you're low. Okay.
Set a challenge.
Do your thing on Centaur.
Yeah.
I want to
Alright.
kill this Sven, guys. I can kill him. Just. be
Oh,
there
they're
to
gripping me.
help.
They're gripping.
Ah, fuck.
they don't have coil. They don't have coil.
Yeah. Sven coming.
Okay.
Can you get out?
I think we need to get out, BSJ.
That Bane was out of my screen. Sorry. My bad.
What can I do in return?
It's fine.
My skeletons took
I like
almost took top tower.
Yeah, that's good. Make your way back towards top. Force a reaction there. Sven's there. I can TP in again.
They have full vision in this jungle, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to
Fine.
be probably TPing top for a play in 40 seconds-ish.
It's almost
I'm
gone.
actually
Like,
going to go
hit it.
base. I'll be coming top.
I'm walking mid. If
When's out of his ulti?
dive, I will TP.
Anybody?
I can TP.
I am walking
Go, go,
top
go,
right
go. Go, go, go.
Rest assured.
Nice job.
Ah,
Centaur,
yikes.
can you kind of shade me?
A worthy cause.
I'm gonna be a bit psycho.
I have roll in 14. I'm still
Be
walking
careful,
towards
man.
you guys. You guys are really strong top. Just don't die before I get there. Mid lane's getting pushed.
I'll just take the
We
tower.
can.
Yeah. I'm walking towards mid now. It's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
gonna
I'm
go
coming
down.
mid too.
We can maybe catch them after.
I don't have a TP. I'm walking.
I can make them use spells on me.
Oh, cool.
Shield me.
No shield for 3.
Oh my god.
There's one hit. Head. Nice.
Okay, cool. Get him.
He has blink on fuck.
My courier
Careful,
is dead.
careful.
Oh, fuck. Okay. They had vision. Didn't expect that. Oh, but
You should be fine.
I'm low. I'm not helping.
I can buy back and TP for you, but I don't
No,
know
it's
if
not
No, you're
necessary.
I have
if they
blink.
killed you, I could have done that.
Patience. That's impossible. Oui.
I'm gonna be walking towards top.
To be sure.
Our centaur has blink. We can make a play. I have roll and blink.
I have,
Actually, we
I
blink.
have smoke. Yeah.
Let's go. I'm meeting you guys here.
I don't have a word.
I want to go into their
for
triangle. I'm gonna show
I don't
on
have
this
a word, but we
catapult.
can
Kill it.
go.
Let's go right now. Triangle.
But of course.
Don't go Puck.
Centaur going
Seems,
first?
seems unreliable for Puck.
Centaur going first.
He orbed. I'm gonna cancel his blink.
He has.
Oh, fuck. He's dead.
Nice.
Nice job.
Good shit.
I'm invading.
I kind of want to
triangle.
walk in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want
I
to walk in
messed
here.
up the terrorize, but yeah.
To be sure.
Cutting top wave. Can you actually bring top wave to me?
Yeah.
There's more to this.
Sven is up there.
Make sure it follows you.
Centaur, if you want to run
Distract
towards
me.
me, run towards me if you want to run. I
yeah.
don't have
towards
terrorize
the
to
team.
save you, man.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
chilling. I still have roll, but we're playing chill.
I'm half mana.
Chill out, chill out. We yoinked their triangle one round.
Be careful your courier
Wraith
combo.
King's pressuring bottom. If we want to just put like slow pressure.
Yeah, just don't commit to anything.
Your courier.
They're
BSJ, be
defending.
careful.
Yeah, they're defending their triangle with like everybody. So it's whatever. Wraith King is getting free farm.
I'm mid def.
Rest assured.
Just farming my way backwards. Centaur's alive. We'll have everything again. I think we just go. We don't need Wraith King to fight.
And I have that bullwhip.
Yep.
Thank you.
An honorable path.
So, should I just disassemble my Echo Saber and go BKB, or is Radiance
I
necessary?
want you to farm
Any
to
thoughts?
win me the game. I want you to have a Radiance.
Alright.
Check runes. I'm coming to you guys. Top rune.
Top. We can get Rin and
What?
Smoke Cut
I
coming.
think they're gonna have it. Oh, they're not.
It's okay.
Yeah, I want to go.
I think we go here and get wards in here.
I want Centaur with
Or
us.
do you wanna go try and go
Centaur,
again?
come to us.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to go. I want to go. Yeah. I like your idea.
We need Centaur first.
We can now
or
run
you
into
first?
triangle because we see Puck.
We see Puck, yeah.
Let me catch up, guys. Like beyond the cast range when you're
Puck
done.
does have TP. Puck does have
Oh
TP.
no.
Sphere.
Come.
Invading triangle. If he's already farmed it, I want to farm it this next minute.
Does bullwhip make you faster when you're rolling?
No. I'm,
Big rolls
No.
and set speed.
I'm getting this wave top, and I'm coming back to you guys when they're before they're
Okay.
live.
Centaur, you can just you can honestly just tank this mid wave here.
Yeah.
All right.
Collapse back.
If you want to take it and drag and drag it up here. Take it and drag it up to the second round.
Is
You all can
a
get-
challenge?
Camp from this.
Or
one,
just
yeah.
like be in a harder to hit spot.
It's conceivable.
If we can wait
Sven
till
has a
the
BKB.
20 minutes one, can we wait till 20 minute mark so I get my shot?
Puck has travels.
I don't want to wait for that, but I think it's worth noting that you're.
Centaur,
Gonna
I should just do the same exact thing.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
sitting
they-
behind
I
you.
don't
Mid.
think-
Just
I
bait
don't
like
think they can go on you.
play like a dumbass. Yeah. We see Shadow Shaman. This is a really good target.
Oh, we see both of them. Spells in 2. Okay, we got roll off.
I'm
Going Lush.
lucky.
Nice job.
There's a haste bottom.
I have a tranquil. You don't need to heal me, but thank you.
Do you have? We have Radiance. Do you have Skellies? No.
No. Almost. I have like 4.
They have no Sven, BKB, or God Strength. Can we fuck this guy up? They're on me.
I'm coming.
Fook.
Oh, he had God Strength still
He's
going.
dead.
That's my bad. He had
Oh,
still
we
going.
did.
Yeah, that's my bad.
I think
we
Sven can
fighting
come
this?
to. I think Wraith. No, we
No,
almost have
no.
Radiance.
He has no God Strength, no BKB, and no Fiend's Grip. Your Wraith King has Radiance. Oh, no, he doesn't have it. Never mind. He doesn't.
No, he
He
doesn't.
doesn't have
Not
it.
yet.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
We're good. We're good. Sorry. Thought he had it.
Guess his BKB is up, or I would go for the kill. I just afraid of his BKB.
I did not think he still had gods.
Yeah, that's my bad.
It's kind of a long-lasting spell.
I want to fight top when I'm alive. We're really strong. So
Yeah, you
push
should
in
come-
bottom
come
and
to
then
me,
come
come
to
to
us
me.
bottom. Or
Yeah,
come
you
to
should
us
come to me.
top.
Come to me. Go fast, go
TP,
fast.
TP in front of them
Kill
top.
this, kill this, kill this, kill this, kill this.
You can
I
just
think
TP.
we.
them.
I think you want to. I think you TP and then we.
Yeah,
fight.
Wraith King
We'll-
needs to
we'll stop.
TP. Wraith King
Oh,
needs to TP
okay,
right
Wraith
now. Wraith King needs to TP right now.
All right.
Is this guy alone? I think he's alone.
Okay, run back out on the map. Run back out on the map. Ignore the Wraith King. Let him push out top. Try to connect to us once you're done pushing after that wave.
Sure.
This guy can die, I think.
I got my radiance as well. It's stripping out.
Yeah. Kill the Lesh. Kill Lesh.
Go that. Go
Go
that.
Lesh. Go Lesh. Lesh.
Dominating. One hit and I killed Shaman. Okay, never mind.
We don't have a creep wave.
Go
I'm
Roche.
going back top.
No, we're Pango. We have Pango.
Uh,
Yeah,
Alright.
Go to Shaman.
Somebody can take
him.
invis. I don't have bottle, guys. I don't have bottle. Take invis.
Sven pop gods.
Swan
is
pop
there.
is ulti again. Swan pop. He doesn't have ulti.
What did he pop his ulti for? Okay.
I
He
can't go
took
in
bot-
first because I don't have roll. I don't care about any of this shit.
Should I defend top?
I'm
Should I defend top?
just gonna stand up here with invis.
Guys, should I defend top? Never mind, the tower is dead.
No. I'll stay.
I'm taking it. Just...
Sure.
Clear lanes. We're chilling for a bit.
I have Yule Scepter shot, guys. I guess I can catch this.
I think
so I
that,
think
like, we
yeah.
can force this guy to BKB. We should force this guy out of here
Let's go.
if he stays. Otherwise, I'll just come near you, Centaur.
I want to kill this puck, guys.
Is that
Okay.
is he killable?
I should have been running too. That's my bad. I'm not there.
It's fine. What's
I'm
he gonna
TPing.
do? He's gonna do. Kill him, please.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice call out
Thanks for
there.
the
nice
kill.
call.
Good.
I didn't have the Yule Scepter this time.
I'm gonna
Thanks,
connect to
Let's,
Centaur. and
yeah,
give
let's
vision
connect to
bottom.
our Centaur. Wraith King can show mid.
Let's get to the point.
I'm gonna walk towards my Centaur.
If you guys just want to follow me,
Go,
I'll
baby.
face
Keep
check
coming with us
whatever's
on
in
Wraith
here.
King.
Let's go, baby.
What? Coming back to my Wraith King. Centaur can be alone. We have Centaur ult?
Glass is risky.
Yeah.
Oh, I just said we have it. Sorry, it's fine.
My bad. My bad.
All good, dude. All good.
Just take the tower.
We're chilling. Yeah, we're not gonna like play super aggro now because we don't have Centaur Stampede, but we are playing here until he's alive again. On Puck. Did he
You
coil?
can-
He coiled
I-
us. Yeah, we have a bit longer when he's alive.
I don't think you guys can actually die even with the if he has BKB.
Yeah, we're
BKB
still
guys.
chilling though. Back off on bottom. You might be in danger.
Points away.
Walk with me towards
I
triangle.
go
on Wraith
get the
King.
enemy outpost. Can I get that outpost in my way?
Yeah, just be
I'm
careful. Don't fight them there on the Batten plus Wraith
No,
King.
I'm not gonna.
We're
That's what I-
separated, but we're fine to be separated.
Becoming top.
Keep cutting mid. It's really
There's
good.
a bot rune. Check bot rune.
Stay
I'm
with us on
gonna
Wraith
pushing
King.
bottom.
push them in.
I don't want you walking into our own jungle.
You're
Bottom, be
getting
careful
gone on.
bottom. You careful
Get out,
bottom.
get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
We're cutting mid and top. Wraith King can have top wave.
Going.
You're the only point of
Did he?
weakness, Centaur. Just come back to us with it. It's fine. Wraith King, make her way here after that wave.
Down.
Okay, you got strength for me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Retreat to
Sven's
triangle.
on the
Retreat
way.
to triangle. Retreat to triangle.
Break
I'm
it,
gonna
break
walk
it,
out. I'm gonna
break
walk
it.
out.
I'm dead. Let
We
me
can fight
okay.
onto this high ground, I believe. Cut this out, cut this out. We have Aegis still. Yeah.
Mm,
No, yeah,
Sorry,
we go,
guys.
we go.
I need to be shielded. Ah,
I think you're still fine.
I will need to be
No, he's
shielded
dead.
again.
My bad, guys.
I don't think we should fight that.
No, we should fight. We just don't.
There's
I
no
said
doubt.
retreat to triangle. It's fine. Don't worry about it. He's gonna die on Wraith King.
Was it my fault, BSJ, to start this fight? I mean, I
We'll
just
talk
saw
about it
the
after the
shot.
game. You can't.
Yeah,
Don't
okay,
tell to
okay.
talk about this kind of shit.
Yeah, sure.
Reset the map afterwards. We're gonna have to push out lanes and stuff. Can't fight for a little while. I'm gonna go BKB. It's tough to fight without my BKB if they get the jump like that.
I'm pushing bottom.
I'm gonna buy Alberts.
They all showing mid. Oh, okay.
They are not strong
They
enough to push
don't-
this tier 2 when I'm alive, so be ready to punish if they stay. I'm up in 12. If they stay, I fight, but I don't think they will.
If we get bottom out, we can go before Gods is up.
No, it'll be up. Wraith King was only level 2 ult. I want to chill. I need to farm my BKB anyway.
Albert.
Push bottom. Keep pushing bottom. I'm pushing mid. Stack Ancients if they're not farmed.
Careful top. Do you have ulti yet?
Now be very careful top. Do not show yourself.
That is very scary.
They're not
Be with
farming
the
the
team. We can't
triangle.
afford to separate.
Yeah.
The only place they can be is in here.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
triangle.
Triangle.
Just farm towards the team on Wraith King.
Fuck bottom.
I'm gonna BKB soon.
I want
they
that
have
Paladin
a-
sword.
Alright.
I guess I should go for
Fire
the
leg?
Lotus Orb.
Anyone? BSJ wants Spider Legs?
No, I want the Paladin sword.
You can shove one more. You can shove one more bottom. It's just Puck down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna come towards my Centaur. If they bring, we can maybe punish if they bring more here.
I'm just gonna
This is good for
get
us.
level
This is good
13.
for us. Bottom. Wraith King, be ready to come here
I am ready to TP.
Yep.
Whenever.
if something happens. I'm gonna not show here.
Could we?
Okay, let
Okay.
that go. Let that go. Let that go.
Wow.
He got strength.
Oh baby, we're out.
Link on
I'm
this
gonna walk
side,
out of the
guys.
coil.
break
I'm
it, you
walking
can
out of the
break
coil. Run away from the God Strength Sven.
Get me out of here, man.
Come here, bottom on
Help.
Wraith King. If they stay Wraith King, I want to fight this.
I'm gonna ward up here if they try.
Yeah,
and
Wraith
chase.
King, be ready. Okay.
Do we need soul armor or the Lotus
they-
Orb more?
Oh, they're just.
I'm
do you wanna-
TPing to my
do you wanna
Wraith King.
smoke them?
I'm running to my
Okay,
Wraith King.
yeah,
You can
yeah,
smoke.
yeah.
Do you have BKB?
I have BKB ready. I have BKB ready.
No God Strength Sven. This is really good.
I think you just fight. It's fine. You might die, but
I'm coming there in 6 seconds.
Okay, my Wraith King just. Okay,
So
just get out.
it's a strong boy.
Yeah, I need my BKB. It's really hard for me to navigate these fights without BKB because I have to roll in. BKB Basher for me, and we're really strong.
may I take the bottom lane farm?
I want that, yeah. Thank you.
Points away.
There's a
What's it-
headband if you want it, Willow.
I'm fine with my item.
Oh, you fucking jaunted to that. What the hell?
This guy's nuts.
Swift blade.
Okay, my maze was slightly off place. Thanks to that pink.
I will blame the ping.
Perfect.
What should I go next on, Centaur? Aghanims or?
Aghanims are good.
Yeah.
They're on top. Pucky's getting it.
I'm still gonna need BKB,
Roche.
guys, so we're chilling for
Roche
a
can
bit.
be up.
Yeah, Roche is what we
Roche
need to
can be up.
worry about. I will not be able to help for the next 20 seconds.
I'm out of mana. Okay.
The fuck is this path thing?
Black King Bar.
Just chill.
Get out, get out.
I'm coming to you guys top. We're pretty
They
strong.
had ward sentry up there. I do not have gods.
They
I
have
don't
ones. Okay.
Go top. Go
I'm
top.
coming to you guys. I'm
Do we
coming.
fight
Check
this?
mid.
Do we
Yes,
fight
this
this?
is this is a fight if Willow can survive.
It's conceivable.
This is good. Centaur.
Yeah.
I need assistance.
I got you.
Oh, he has fucking axe.
Oh, he's back.
Oh my god, he has eggs. Didn't know he had eggs. Okay. Roche, if they don't take it, we need to go take it. Do they have any... No, they don't.
Yeah, I need to play a bit more passive.
We need to be the ones jumping them. So we need to catch like the Shaman or the Lesh at the start of the fight. All of their heroes are pretty impactful, but everyone but Sven is really squishy. We're just getting initiated on to start fights and not actually cleanly focusing anybody. Doesn't look like they're taking Roche, so let's run
I
there
don't have a
immediately.
smoke.
I want to just go there on everybody. I don't care about bottom lane.
We
Puck
ride.
has Ags, so Sven has Swift Blink. He does a shit ton of damage. We need to kite him out. I will be TPing top.
This is
Everyone get here. Wait for our Wraith King.
Glimmer?
Wait for our Wraith King mid. Be careful.
Careful mid.
Okay, let's group up around our Abaddon here.
an honor.
They're TPing in Lesh. This is really good. Oh my god. Holy shit. Not bad. I guess I had to BKB.
Hey.
Just push out bottom and mid. We're not. They're gonna get Roche off this. Be careful mid. They're gonna run to you. They have Ags Puck. You can't run away.
Maybe BKB TP?
Yeah, just
You can't.
Okay.
spider.
You can spider legs to the BKB spider legs to the high ground. Yeah, you got
TP.
it.
Nice. Good job. Keep pushing bottom. They might go high ground. No fort, so this might just be a lane. Just go one more wave bottom, but don't blink on it. Just walk at it and then blink away.
Oh,
Wraith King's gonna die
overstayed.
here.
Fuck! Should have reacted faster.
Okay, they have no god strength. This guy is actually crazy. I'm 11-3.
Kill it. Kill it.
Careful bottom. Careful bottom.
pushing.
Please don't die here. I want to smoke out of base. Do we have one?
Where does this lead?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go now. With Centaur. Right now. ASAP. Centaur.
Come.
Go, 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 go.
GGG.
Centaur,
go
like...
Roche?
I went-
Centaur
do you
double
wanna
edges
smoke or
wave. I actually don't know. Does my W proc my smoke? It fucking does.
Yeah.
GG. I didn't actually know.
The danger.
You live and you learn. I think you guys can still follow
Yeah, we're still fighting.
me.
I need to have the Centaur stomp somebody, and I'm going to take this duty.
I don't want to go red up here.
Yeah. We popped. We
What?
popped. I'm coming to you guys. This guy's really good.
Holy shit.
Dude! Oh, my.
He just links with me and hit me.
Yeah, you were just die instantly.
I couldn't go into Shadow when I casting the terrorize, so yeah.
I didn't even think he had God Strength, so guess that's.
I
just
didn't
bad.
have time. I didn't have time to react. Everybody just died.
Yeah, we died very fast there. Hmm.
Guess our best bet is to defend high
Somebody's
ground,
gonna
hope for the best.
have Ag Shard. Sven will have God Strength the next fight. Who took Aegis? Lesh did? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of need them to overextend, and people with buyback need to get killed by Sven. That's like the only way we can win here.
Dying smells my favorite part.
That's gonna be one more lane of racks. This guy's cheese. If you can get the Centaur stomp on him, he might die, but don't force it. I'm up in 15.
We have a tier 2 bottom.
TP on Wraith King in 5, guys. Make them come into us. If they dive, we probably should fight them. Lesh has Aegis, remember
80 gold for buyback.
that. Don't force fights that they're not forcing.
At your
I'm putting sentry
Okay,
here.
Sven's bottom. Walk out of base, that's 3 mid. Get out of base. No reason to sit here with Sven bottom.
Shove this in. I want to get a ward in our triangle.
Coming to
If
you
I
guys.
show, I can die. Best,
Make your
but-
guys' way towards top. We're not defending tier 2 bottom.
Actually, yeah, I agree.
Push this next wave together. I think there's one right there. Wraith, Sven is coming back towards you guys, so gotta get out in the next like 10 seconds. I'm trying to farm 37-minute neutral items here. We're gonna be fighting tier 3 bottom, so if you don't have a TP, you have to be there.
Lush's bottom already. I think we can do. I think yeah, we can do one more mid. I'm gonna shield this.
Yep. We're not fighting tier
I have
2 bottom.
TP. I have TP. I'll be back.
I'm
in
gonna
a
try to
second.
farm like 1 or 2 more neutral items here. We are gonna be defending tier 3.
You don't have a puck.
I'm watching, but I don't want to come back unless I have to.
There.
Okay, I'm TPing back.
I have back.
We have
I have
buyback.
back.
You have to use it.
Can we kill this one?
Wait, he died.
Yeah,
Kill him.
he has
Kill
no
him.
Aegis. I'm stuck.
There's a glimmer
Behind us,
bang
behind
here.
us.
No, but
I'm hitting Lush. I'm hitting this guy. Do we have? Oh wait, Banes.
Do a buyback?
Oh, I didn't realize our Wraith King
I
had
catch him, I
walls.
catch him, I catch him.
I'm literally.
Oh yeah, I already
really
died
low.
once. They committed a grip on me.
Yes, yeah,
This
we
puck
should
goes
do
to this.
that.
Buyback.
I like where this is going.
He might actually die here. Nice.
Get the W. Nice. Oh. He's gonna blink down. Oh, he
Nice.
followed it. Okay.
Can we devote here? So I get the devote gold. Thank you.
Okay, Sven's dead for 30. Get out on the map. Wraith King bought back though.
What happened to his BKB?
We stun him
he didn't
and
use-
without
didn't
before he
didn't
use it.
Yeah, he was great
Yeah,
with it.
I just stun him into terrorize, so it's a 7-second disable.
Powerful. Job.
Sven's alive again. Is Roche up? No, they took it. It's
You want it, BSJ?
no, I want the Trickster Cloak. Kind of want that though. Yeah, I'll take that.
Sen's farming top.
Yeah, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Centaur, come shove this out. I don't want this.
Yeah, coming.
No.
I'm 1,000 gold off. I get him.
Nice.
To the task at hand. There we go.
There's no puck. I want to run at them right now.
Set a
It's
trap.
only good if we get to them before puck. I'm running out. Can Wraith King start the fight? Or, like, lead the charge? I'm running.
Something good this
I
time.
need a
Oh,
Batten,
those
like,
are-
within range of shielding me. Puck's alive in 8.
A little boost.
Running with all my speed. Nice system.
Disengage afterwards, I think. Depending on what they do. Yeah, we're chilling with that. We're chilling with that. Be careful of forcing anything like that.
Going to get the mid wave.
I got.
Yeah.
I
You
got
think,
Also,
anything you
Wraith-
do that you
Wraith-
think they
Wraith-
can engage you, that's not good.
I'm defending top.
At your disposal.
Our Wraith King has no buyback. I will have buyback.
I don't have.
Points away.
Okay, if
You
you
can
have
do one more.
buyback, if you have no buyback, be very careful, guys.
You can do one more. You can do one more, man.
Be
Oh,
careful.
wait, that was were they smoke?
Yeah, sit on this high ground with me. Does Centaur
What?
have ags yet? No. Buy the ags. Buy
Yeah,
the
I
ags
do
on
have.
Centaur.
I
right
guess
now.
they're going on
Oh,
Centaur.
yeah. I,
Oh, God.
Yeah,
he
the
got
door
strength?
smoke. There was
He did. He did. Wait on high ground.
Yeah,
Wait,
he
high
did.
ground. High ground. Oh, they're going. Wait, no, they're going base. Fuck. Okay. Never mind. Wait, they defend.
Shaman blinked in. Shaman blinked in. I
I'm
can't
just-
help you.
Yeah, that's fine. TPing in.
Spend no BKB.
Yeah,
Spend no
spend no
BKB.
BKB, guys.
Oh,
It's a
fuck
flicker.
this. Fuck, man. I have to-
6 second. 5
I need the
second
Sven
gun strike.
hit. I need the Sven hit.
No gun strike now.
Jesus. Looks like a GG, boys.
Fuck.
Oh, so much control on them.
Yeah, we tried. We fed massively when we were up. We'll talk about the game after. Say the things we could have done better. Okay.
Yeah. So
So if there's anything I did like blatantly wrong, I'll mention it. But I'm mainly just gonna focus on you guys. So I did not see your guys' lanes, so I'm gonna watch them. Watch top first for a bit, and then I'll watch bottom.
I think the one big thing that I had is I think I wanted to play for level 2 timing, but we didn't skill stun until level 3, so I think that messed up how I wanted
Yeah,
I didn't even pay
I-
attention to this.
I
Wraith King always
actually-
level stun. Always. Like, it's just the way to play Wraith King right now. But go ahead, what were you gonna say, Charlie?
no, yeah, I should have leveled stun level 2. That was my bad.
No, you level at level 1 in like every lane matchup.
Oh, okay.
It's the only way for Wraith King to secure range because you stun the guy and hit the range. So, like, I know crit seems like a way to secure range, but it's just not. Like, if you're against Lesh and Shaman, if you walk up to like crit the range, a good Lesh would stun you and Shaman would nuke you, and you're gonna take like 300 damage. So the way you secure the range is to nuke the Lesh, right? Or like to Wraithfire.
Yeah,
blast the
I
Lesh.
think my Wraith King mentality is still last patch. It was I haven't played it in some while. Yeah.
Yeah, so you always level stun on Wraith King this current patch. This patch is like people are just getting better at Dota, man. It's all about securing range. So if your hero has an ability that lets you secure range, you always level at level 1. So that's I see that. So top, I'm just gonna go like 2 minutes each for each lane and go back and forth here. So it's the main thing I see top. I think actually everything else was fine. The way you guys played the lane aggro wise and stuff was good. Bottom lane, you're going to block the pull with the ward, okay? Drag to your range, got the deny. You're gonna drag creeps away. This is actually all good. So you're prioritizing way too much aggression here on Centaur. Your hero is a farming offlaner. I know like aggression's okay, but you don't have, you're not like your hero wins if it's farming. That's the best description I can give. There's not too many offlaners that work this way. But Centaur, like, he just gets so much stronger with levels. You have like 4.6 strength gain, like that's fucking insane. And you also your abilities are just all really good as they get more and more points in them. So with that in mind, what I mean by you're like winning if you're farming, it's really good that you got the lane back to here and you're like keeping it in place. And the whole purpose of every move you make is to get creeps. Like, that's all that matters. That's all I want you to do. So there's a lot of these like movements forward like this that are just pointless because there's a creep that's low. So I want your aggressive moves to be timed between creeps. So like right now you hit that creep, then you back off a little bit, or then you go aggressive a bit, and then this creep's low, so you hit that. Like, notice how you're like not stopping for creeps. You're kind of just running at them. So the best way to fix this problem is to tell yourself that creeps are all that fucking matter. If you lose track of enemy heroes, if you lose track of their positioning, abilities, anything like that, I don't care. I don't want to see a single creep die without you knowing it was dying and consciously choosing not to hit it. That is the way you fix it. It's the only way. So let's go ahead and get that one grilled in. Up until that point, I liked what you were doing. No, you needed to defensively creep aggro there. Let's see, fast forwarding, defensive creep aggro here. Always defensively creep aggroing just to trade better. You were defensively aggroing when the lane was here, but you're not doing it back here. It's the same idea. There's no reason to keep the lane further out than it has to be. It's just always better if the lane's here instead of here. Like, it's as you pull it back, it's just better and better. So don't quit the defensive aggroing. The only time you don't defensively aggro is when you are way stronger than the opponent, like way stronger, or the defensive aggro pulls it into your tower. Otherwise, you're always going to pull it back. So notice how, like, I'm looking at this lane and I see a Sven who's higher level and full HP. And that's like what I've seen recently. So I want you to be aggroing more defensively. Like, here's a defensive aggro that he shouldn't have been able to get a deny. That's another creep he fucked with. That should have just been yours. And then you're being aggressive on him when it's just not a situation for you to be, because your hero is chilling. The best way for me to tell you as an offlaner is that the lanes right here, the reason that you're allowed to be aggressive is because your support can potentially flank them. So your aggression will be 100% based on his positioning. So if Willow was like right here, it's really good for you to do what you just did. But that's how like efficiency of laning works. If you two are together, you be aggressive. If you're separate, you chill. So this is something where if you guys like played more together, obviously you'd be better at communicating it. But in your pubs, you're not like you're not playing with your 4 position anyways. You know, like it's just you recognizing whether or not he's there. So it's like I look at this lane, and if it's near my tower, I'm looking for where my support is. And if I see an opportunity with my support to go on this guy, I am. Otherwise, I'm just chilling. And you've been like running at him aggressively, very randomly. Like, to me, it appears very randomly because there's no other factors in the game that are like making you need to be aggressive on this guy. If you're like a slowing, stunning offlaner, then it's good to be aggressive. Now, let's not mistake what a slowing, stunning offlaner is. It means that once you slow or stun them, you can keep hitting them. Centaur is not a slowing / stunning offlaner because once you stun them, they just walk away. You buy regen items on this hero. You're a hero that like sits in place and trades. Like, if you think about it, right? If you compare Centaur to like a Sand King, it's like Sand King burrow strikes them, and because he has Caustic, he keeps hitting them. Same idea with like a Slardar. Slardar stuns them, and because he has Bash, he keeps hitting them. But Centaur, he doesn't keep hitting them because he stunned them. He has like time to hit them like once, you know, and then they're off. So those heroes are chase heroes. Chase heroes in the offlane are ones that you be aggressive on when the lane's back here. When the lane's back here as like an Underlord, a Centaur, you know, these like trading beefy guys, you just chill. You just accept that you're winning trades if the guy ever walks up to you, but you don't ever miss creeps and you don't ever overextend like you are. So just something to think about, where starting to classify what offlaner you're playing will help you a lot, I think. Because if you just kind of think like why these heroes are able to be aggressive, you can kind of tell yourself like whatever hero you're playing, whether or not it can be aggressive. Okay, so after this, I'm going to... It's really good that you checked Rune. I like... Go ahead. Go ahead.
Could I do anything to help the Centaur more? Because my idea of this lane was to create like do 1v1 with the Bane because I could handle the Bane and center was favorable, I guess, in the center versus this one. And if the Bane ignores me and go to center, then I give the center solo XP, and he will experience him, and eventually we're gonna be level 6 before them, and then we're gonna be stronger in the lane. That was my idea. I don't know. I tried my best to do it, but I don't know if it was the best thing to do.
I'm gonna watch you back here. I heard your question. So what happened in this lane was you got the lane pulled back immediately, and you've been doing a bunch of stuff to fuck with the pulls. So that's really good that you've been doing this. So far, I have no problem with what you're doing. You kept the lane back. You're not being overly aggressive because there's a bunch of creeps pushing in. Probably could have fit a stack in here even. I think that should have been a stack there.
Okay.
And then you're going to walk back to the lane. I think what you're doing here is perfectly fine. The enemy has left the lane pushing into your centaur the entire time. The reason why I really didn't harp on your play was, like, I see a lane that's been managed properly in terms of lane equilibrium, and that's usually the support's job to get it there. And so it's been here this whole time. The only thing I thought you missed was that stack at 3 minutes. Because the opponent hasn't tried to do anything about pulling, or hasn't tried to fix the lane at all, you leaving the centaur by himself to farm near tower was really good. This is all good so far. I'm going to fast forward through this bottom lane. I'll go back to top in just a second. So the support checked rune. This was good.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
Regarding itemization, I wasn't sure. Should I go Arena Belt early on, or just Bracer was good?
So I think the Bracer was fine. You were kind of just chilling and CSing, and I think the Bracer was perfectly fine for that. I think you could have probably been even greedier and gone for the Ring of Health, but you know, that I think there's no issues with your items. It's about how aggressive you're playing the lane, I think. So this was good though. You guys came over, contested the pull, took a little bit of damage on Centaur. Make sure you backpack that Bracer. Lane's pushing into you. Okay, so lane's pushing in. We're still chilling. I think both of what you guys are doing is actually pretty reasonable here. You guys went and contested together. You know, you took some damage for it. That's usually how it's going to go. The only reason that pull went off is because Willow had to leave to help me. Very standard stuff happening here. You're walking over to here. Okay, lane's pushing. I'm not going to announce what you're doing. That's normal. This is all fine. Okay. Everything I see bottom's fine. Let's go back top.
I actually have a question when you go back top.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, a lot of times in pubs and in in other games and whatnot, I find the lane gets to this position, and I definitely mismanaged sentries. But I found I was yeah, I wanted to block the large camp because they're gonna spam it into us. But then I just have to unblock the small camp earlier, pretty much, right? That's all it comes down to.
Okay. So let's say yes, you should unblock the small camp, okay? That's the case. But now let me rewind for a second. So we're going to assume that some games shit happens, okay? So you know that if the small camp's there, you're supposed to pull it, you know. Just for the viewer's sake, this guy is 6.8k. He's in my games a lot. So, or maybe even higher. I don't know. So, the point is that you know you're supposed to pull the small, but it's not there. So we got to talk about, what would Dubu be saying in this fucking lane, you know? So what I see here is the lane's pushed in, and you both are fully aware that there's no small camp for you to pull. So I guess I'll ask you, Brightside, being the higher MMR player here. You're welcome to answer too, Charlie, if he does not answer. Do you know of a way to make the lane pull back into you right now? Is there a way?
You would drag it back to the range creep and then drag it again.
So that is true. That kind of works. But the issue is that, how do I word this? You two are both level 2. Wraith King is a hero that benefits from hitting creeps. So if you were to do that, how would you feel about it?
Pretty awkward.
It just sucks. So there is only one other option to push the lane back into you. And you know what's the best? That's the best rubber band mechanic in the game of Dota is the tier 1 tower. the way to get the lane back into you is to shove it really hard. Because you need this wave to die to the tower before this wave gets here. Before the wave that's going to spawn at 2 minutes, right? You need it to die. Right. So what that entails is these creeps getting hit by a tower the entire duration. You need to make this creep wave meet at the tower. Like, that's what needs to happen. And once you do that, the next creep wave will be fixed. That is the only other way to get it back. So I've had lane situations like this, and Dubu will yell at me to shove the wave. And that's because if he's like a drow, it's much better for him to drag to his range creep and defend it. But like Wraith King, Lifestealer, you know, Sven, all these heroes that just want to click creeps, it's better to just shove it. Because any of these heroes that want to click creeps, if they can't click creeps in order to... Like, if their route of pulling the lane back involves not clicking creeps, it just feels so bad. Right? So I'd say in this spot, you just ask yourself, do we want to push creeps and be aggressive, or do we want to defensively aggro to our range? Both are reasonable options, and only one of them is actually correct, right? So in this case, that would be the one. Are we good there?
Yeah, so that decision's...
This is you and him both hitting... Yeah, and you're both hitting this wave right now. And if you're both hitting this, this meets here, and then slingshots back into you. You see what happens there? But the reason that it's stuck here for so long is that you guys are like slowly pushing it from here to here to here to here, which doesn't actually change anything, right? And the longer the lane's out here, the worse. So the beauty of it is not only are you preventing the lane from being out here, but the time that it's out here, you've put like 8 creeps in their face, and you're higher level than them. So they get like 1 wave underneath their own tower. That's what you're giving them, maybe 2 waves underneath their own tower, but then you're getting the lane fixed. Right? But instead, everyone's kind of the same level now, and the lane's still here. So it's like, the lane's in a bad spot, you have to give up some stuff in order to get it back. And it's always worth it to do whatever it takes to fix the lane. Even if it means giving the opponent some CS or XP or something. I've learned that.
Yeah, that makes
nothing trumps the fixing the lane, if it's ever possible. And usually it is, so... Usually there's some method of doing it, and I think the one that I just told you is, honestly, none of my supports ever do it, so, unless it's like Dubu. Okay, so you guys end up getting a 2-for-1. Wraith King should shove the lane in really hard here. So the issue, Wraith King, is that you don't have a support, and they're respawning with full health, full mana, and you're half HP. So what that means, all of these factors added together, when you kill somebody, you have to ask, do I want the lane to be held stagnant, or do I want to get in and get out? And all the things I told you...
I thought of that.
Go ahead.
But Leshrac was already respawning, so like I didn't have any skeletons left. I didn't know, like I tried to hit the creeps.
Is that hitting an enemy creep?
Okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah, no.
Hit it. That's all I care.
You just kill the range creep right here, and then
you kill the range creep first. Because it's the most damage and most gold, and it's the lowest amount of health. Right? So, Here's what I'm emphasizing to you, man. When you kill them, you ask yourself, do I get in and get out, or do I pull the lane back? There is always a right option. Only one of them is right. If you do either of those things, I'm, like, happy. Meaning, like, if you're, like, a 3K player and you do one of those 2 things, it's good. If you want to be, like, a 5-6K player, you do the right one. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it works. Like, if you're a 1K, you do neither. You know, like, that. So that's why it's like, I get you to 3K by doing one of the right options, and then by, you know, increasing from 3K and forward, you got to do the right option more and more often. So this is a spot where you just gauge yourself very quickly, like, right as you kill them. Right when you kill them. That is the second you are supposed to critically think. Because when you are fighting them, what are you thinking about when you're fighting them? You're thinking about positioning, spellcasting, you know, making sure you, like, do whatever it takes to kill them. You don't have time in your brain to, like, think about all this shit. Like, there's no way you're killing this guy and worrying about lane equilibrium. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
So, when you kill them, you know, flip switched back to fixing the lane. So, in this case, it's pushing...
I guess I should have just...
Go ahead.
Ran to the range creep, right?
Yeah, you run to the range creep, kill it. You probably kill 1 or 2 of these melees, and you go pull the small camp. And it would have been
Alright.
perfectly timed. It would have been like perfectly timed if you did it instantly. And it would have been beautiful. And the thing is, you don't even have to pull the small camp if you don't want to. You're a Wraith King, so you'd get 4 skeleton charges or maybe 3, and you'd go farm the hard camp while the lane pushes into the tower. That's another viable option, right? So either way, this all stems from realizing you don't want to lane against this guy when he comes back. That's all it is.
Yes.
If you want to lane against him, do what you did. You don't want to lane against him, shove it, right? That's all it is. So you look at your health and mana and you say, eh. So instead, just like before where I told you guys the way to fix the lane was to shove it into their tower, you guys have been stagnating the wave like here for literally 3 minutes. I need you guys to do something about it. You know, push it really hard or pull the lane back. Usually pulling the lane back is the better option. I'm pretty sure you guys just don't die up here, even to this puck rotation, if you guys had just fixed the lane at like any point. Because puck coming to life would have taken him like an extra 10 seconds to go to you. To be honest, this puck rotation's fucking garbage. He literally loses his tower at 5 minutes to a Pangolier because he did it. So, I mean, I could have said he was missing, but for him to do that, it was really bad. But if you guys need to make that gank from him as difficult as possible, which means the lane being better. Okay. So you I'll just tell you my experience on Wraith King is you don't buy these items. This item, this item. They don't get bought. Once you hit level 2 Vampiric Spirit, you use jungle creeps to not buy these items. Do you understand what I mean by that? Or do you want me to elaborate?
Yes.
Okay. So, like, go ahead.
Yeah.
What I mean
It
is
was
that you don't consistently lane if you need these items. You rotate between jungle and lane so that you can regen. You're willing to give up some lane creeps in exchange for jungle creeps if that means you don't buy this. Because your hero sustains so much. All you need to be able to do is hit things. That's why Wraith King, when he's crushing, will just shove the lane in and farm jungle. When he's losing, he farms jungle and defends his tower. Because he always stays full HP. Even if that Leshrac nukes you for like 400 damage, if you go hit 2 jungle camps, you're getting it all back. So we don't want to invest any gold that delays our timings at all on a hero like Wraith King. Once I get 2 points Vampiric Aura, I just don't buy regen items. You can learn to compensate for that with the way you hit creeps.
Got it.
So that's Wraith King specific. You know, maybe Lifestealer, but Lifestealer Feast isn't really the best sustain anymore. So you get coiled on Abaddon, you die here. So what I want here...
I did have it's just an overall game thing, because I ate like, I felt like I ate like 5 coils in a row, and I wasn't sure if it wound up being worth it for the overall game.
Okay. This is blunt, but I don't have a better... I'm not going to like beat around the bush, guys. Bright side, you did a lot of things right, and it doesn't fucking matter when your side lane cores are 3.5k to 4k. It just doesn't matter, okay? Like, when you are 6.8k and your cores are that much lower than you, it's just like when I forced to support some rank 600, it feels like half the moves I make don't matter, and we're going to talk about now what your move is doing, because I like this move a lot, okay? And this is going to happen a lot. There's probably mistakes that you made. I'm not going to hold you on some pedestal, but this is the kind of stuff that a support is supposed to be doing, a support like Abaddon. You're fucking with a Sven and making him like defend himself, and you're making the rest of his team rotate. So what happens is, when you guys see your supports doing this, you know, I think you called out that they coiled. You know, Sven, you called no God Strength, I believe. Centaur, you called that. So we said no God Strength, coil was used. That means shove the lanes down their face, right? That's what that means. So like top lane, if you're shoving it, shove it again. You know, if you want to farm this, that's fine. But I would shove this.
Yeah, I realized that. I should have pushed the lane, yeah.
Yeah, this is good. So this is fine. You know, if the thing about your death there is, like, honestly, it gave us so much information to push lanes. It lets me go farm mid. It lets Wraith King do his thing. Centaur pressured bottom. So, like, in this case, you know, you asked, was it worth it? Of course it was. These guys actually behaved accordingly. You know, like, the 2 side laners did the right thing here. This was good on all fronts. Like, fact is, we're owning this part of the game. I'm pretty sure I'll be happy with most of what we did in the first 20 minutes. But my issue here is that I know you haven't played Wraith King in a while, but your job on the map is exactly what you're doing. You are rotating between jungle and lane. You have an offlaner that farms a lot. Centaur is an offlaner just like Axe, just like Underlord maybe. These heroes don't rotate lanes. They just farm for like 15 minutes. That's all they do, right? How often do these heroes rotate? You know, like they don't. Like maybe they'll walk mid once, but that's it. Otherwise, they're farming bottom. So they go well with a hero like Wraith King because Wraith King loves to stay in his own lane if he can. So what that means is your job on the map is to stay here. Now, you tell me. That's up to you. Did you need an Echo Saber to farm like this?
No. Yeah,
Then you don't buy it.
I think that was a bad buy.
Yeah, that's the point, though. I don't want to tell you Echo Saber's a bad buy. I want to tell you this is your job in the game. You have to buy as many items as you think you need to do this job. I made a video like a while back where I talked about Wraith King, how greedy is too greedy for carries. You should watch that video. It's like how greedy is too greedy for carries. I specifically reference Wraith King.
I think I watched it.
Yeah, he gets to skip small items like Echo Saber because his kit allows him to just do this. Like, he has a way to push the lane, he has a way to sustain, and he has a gank survivability mechanic. So because he has all three of those things checked, he oftentimes can do this job without buying items. And if you were to buy an item, it'd be Armlet. Echo Saber's trash because you have a cooldown-based crit. So it'd be an Armlet, not an Echo Saber. But that's like neither here nor there. It's the fact that you bought the item. Like, look at the way you play the game in the future. The way you played this game so far, other than lane equilibrium management, I'm pretty reasonable with. You know, I'm pretty okay with this. Push in lane, farm jungle. This is all good, dude. Now, when you do this in your games, just tell me how many items you needed. Like, did you need this in order to do that job? Did you need these items? And if that's
I think a lot of problems this game stemmed from the Echo Saber, but it was a really bad purchase. Yeah.
No, it definitely delays your timings. I wouldn't say it's like the only reason we lost, though. You know, like I'm going to talk about a lot of other things, but this is. I just hope you're like registering what I'm telling you went wrong here.
Yeah, definitely.
So Centaur, how do I word this? I'm going to rewind a bit because I don't know what happened here. I was talking about Wraith King.
I TP'd bottom, we took the tower, and then...
Yeah, so we took the tower. What's he doing here? I want you to play the lane whenever you can, so prioritizing this over the lane was bad. But you did get a stack off. Maybe that was the intent, so maybe that's not... You did miss like 3 lane creeps to get that stack off. So it's not actually efficient if that's what you were going for. I'm gonna keep fast forwarding. Okay. This is quite simple. What are you doing right now?
Farming.
Yeah. And, okay, I'm not going to be a smartass. We're going to get through this quickly. You're farming. Do you think there's any issue with what you're doing right now, actually? Well, I will ask you that, because that's a critical thinking question. Like, you're looking at this with me. Did you notice anything you did wrong?
Nah, to be honest.
Okay. So, does this item help you do what you're doing right now?
No.
What item does?
Treads.
No, Hood. You're
yeah,
literally double-edging yourself to death.
Yeah.
You're against like 4 magic damage heroes, and you're double-edging yourself to death. So this is where a lot of 3Ks and 4K players fall short. You guys actually have a decent idea of what you're supposed to do on the map if you're playing the game critically, and both of you are playing the map pretty well. Your items just make no sense. You know, like you didn't need Echo Saber to defend top, and phase boats don't help you double-edge creeps. That's it. So I'm actually pretty happy with what you guys are doing, but I need you to be more self-aware. I need you to be like, oh, this is what I'm doing. Because you're doing it right. You know? So you got the hard part down. You probably got the easy part down, honestly. I think itemization is really fucking hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat that one. Yeah.
In what cases I will grab phase boots?
When this is what you're doing, and you'll die if you don't have phase boots. Like you're against like a Ursa or a Monkey King or some hero that will just come kill you if you don't have phase boots. Right? Because this is what Centaur does most games, right?
Yeah.
This is what Centaur does. So the thing is, okay, I'll answer that question more clearly. Phase boots, do they make Centaur farm faster?
No. they don't.
No. So there's a question of items here, right? Does Wraith King farm faster with an armlet? Kind of, okay? But is it like drastic? No. Like most of his farm speed comes from skeletons, right? Like yes, Wraith King, like the crit is nice, gives you extra damage, attack speed's okay. But like in terms of how much the item costs and the heroes need to have it, you don't buy armlet to like hit creeps faster. You buy armlet on Wraith King because you need to hit heroes on the way. Like if you don't buy an armlet, the heroes will just push you out of lane. So the reason you buy armlet on Wraith King is because during the time that you're farming, you're dealing with a bunch of heroes and you'll get shoved out of lane so you won't be able to farm. It's not to farm faster, it's to farm more areas, right? So it's like on Centaur, if it's an item that accelerates your farm like Hood, then you buy it if you don't need other items. But if it's an item that does not actually accelerate your farm, it has to be specifically addressing something. Like it has to be like, oh, I bought phase boots against this hero. You know, every hero in the game has items that make them more survivable or more powerful, and then there's items that just make them farm faster. And for heroes where it does both, they're usually items you buy every single game, like Diffusal for PL, right? It's an item that makes him stronger, and it also makes him farm way faster. So he's going to go the item every single game. Like, why wouldn't he? Right? So that's an example of what I mean. And you have to choose between the item that accelerates your farm or keeps you alive, and you first have to ask yourself, do I need an item that keeps me alive? And if the answer is no, then you buy the item that accelerates you. So that's how, like, you come to this conclusion by, you would have to be able to tell me specifically why you bought those phase boots. And I know for a fact you can't come up with a reason because there isn't one. So maybe you had one, but like, a legit reason, with all due, respect on that. So let's see what happened here. So we defended top. So this is an example. Okay, I'm actually curious. I'm trying to make sure I don't ask rhetorical questions, but I want to see what your thought process is. What is the primary determining fact? Okay, there's probably two, Charlie, of whether or not you defend this tower. What are like the two things you could like gauge that would defend this tower? What goes through your mind? If you were thinking, do I defend this or not? Like, what are the two things that come to mind? I want to know what you think. You're muted, Charlie.
Sorry. So I was thinking. Okay, so I guess one of the factors is how many heroes they're gonna put to take the tower.
Okay.
And the other one is whether we can defend it. That whether the other heroes can TP on my team to help defend it.
Okay. So those things are definitely factors, but I'm gonna help you break this down much easier. I'm glad you thought of them. Like, it makes sense, but here's the better answer. How strong are you? How strong is your team? First, you. The first question has to be you. If there's no box checked for how strong you are, then you're already done. Like, it's like a decision tree. It's like, are you strong? If no, you're not defending. If yes, proceed to the next question. And then, how strong is your team? Weak? Not defending. Yes? Defending. So, you're a Wraith King with ult. You're strong. First checkbox. Like, that's something you should always be aware of. If you're strong or not. I am strong. So then, if you've recognized that you're strong from like 8 minutes ago, or like 4 minutes ago, like you've just been doing the same thing over and over again, but you're strong, you literally just look at your team. You see like this, you see that this is off cooldown. Like you see that your team is pretty strong. So this is a situation where I would love for you to be leaning towards defending this tower. And the fact that you like were at least close enough that when I called it we could go is great. But the better you are at this, the better, But you did a decent job of like being ready. So you were close by. But you can even take the initiative in your games. If you think you're strong, say, hey, Pango, TP. And if Pango TPs, you do it. If not, you say, okay, well, I tried, guys, So you died mid, probably a little bit out of position there because we actually were doing something on the map there. Centaur is still farming it up.
I did not expect Puck to commit to me like that when top was happening, that's all.
Yeah. So we end up... So let me actually rewind this real quick.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So I'll be honest, I actually think you're better off just taking top tower on Wraith King in this spot. Because you went Echo Saber, I think you're enticed to want to help. But if you had like the perfect game sense, you wouldn't have this item and you would have just killed this tower. So, like,
Yeah.
when you're a carry, you have the choice to show up to fights or a choice to force objectives. This is a fight that's an example that you could be at, but there's an objective that you're going to get for free if you just don't go. It's kind of like when the puck rotated top at 5 minutes. I had the choice between, like, counter ganking or just killing his tower. And I am always going to take the just kill the tower in, like, the first 15 minutes of the game. Always.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a hero that sees a fight going on and you're 100% going to take a tower because of it, you stay. Like, it's just 100%, you do it. So it's
yeah, because I was actually like considering which one to do. I considered staying, but I guess
I will tell you, if
through.
the answer is you will 100% get the tower, if you don't go, you do that one. Okay, you
right.
do that one. And the thing about it that makes it weird for the team is that we lost one hero. If you take this tower, we're like, oh, we traded a Willow for a tower.
It would be worth it.
Yeah, but when we lose one hero and now we're forced to back off, it just feels so bad, you know? And that's why you take the tower choice. Because we will only fight if the fight continues to look good. But me expending my ulti and Willow dying and you getting a tower, that feels really good to us. But now it feels really awkward. That fight felt really bad.
Can you check my performance on that last fight?
Yeah, sure.
Could I do anything better?
Yeah, sure, man. Sorry, I know.
If you put it on my perspective, that would be nice.
Sure, man. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I get... Okay. Let me rewind.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That is a tough one. I think you and I had to be more on the same page. I don't think it's specifically your fault. I think you're gravitating towards your centaur, which to me is just wrong. In this case, you have two cores that are somewhat near each other, and one of them is really strong and the other one's not. You always play towards that guy. So the fact that you're, like, motioning towards the centaur down here is not good. I want you to play around me and have it so that everyone's connected to me. I'm, like, the center point right now. If it was me with no ulti and centaur's, like, super farmed and I'm the one that's, like, a useless piece of shit, then you would play around the centaur primarily. And if I were to get picked off here, I would just die. But if you're 100% focused on me here, which is what you should be based on the strengths of our heroes, you know, you look at the net worths, you know, like, it should be me that you're purely focused on. It shouldn't ever have, like, it's really confusing to me when I, like, as a high MMR player, when my Willow says my camera wasn't on you. It's like, if you and me are walking into their jungle together and I'm #1 net worth in the game, what is your camera on? You know,
yeah,
like...
it wasn't on Bane. It was on you. It wasn't on Bane, because he's on the edge of the screen. And the thing was, in my mind, was that Sven doesn't have BKB, and I can kill him. Like, if I find Sven in the jungle, one-on-one, I can kill him.
Okay, so...
That's why I was going bottom, and I communicate that, if you remember. And while I was saying that, this happened.
Okay.
See, you're in my screen, but the
so
Bane
this
not.
is...
Exactly.
Okay, so I will tell you that... Okay. Your reasoning is completely reasonable, but I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. So, you're totally reasonable to think what you're thinking. You are a level 8 Willow, and I'm a level 12 Pango. If I hit a jungle creep in their jungle with you nearby, I don't give a shit about anything else on the map. I just don't care. That Sven is not your concern. It is the guy that is invading their jungle, level 12, #1 net worth in the game. That is who you care about. So, if we wanted to go for Sven, and I was agreeing with you to go with Sven, I would be right next to you, walking towards bottom lane, trying to gank the Sven. But personally, I see this. If you look at my player perspective, I actually did this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I literally walked towards bottom and looked at my centaur. That's right. It's right here. And I was like, oh, we're not ganking Sven. I instantly looked and was like, oh, we're not doing that. So I had a specific reason not to gank Sven. But at the end of the day, as a support, when you're making a play with a guy, like meaning you and me are walking into their jungle together, I decide what you do. because I'm the strong guy. I'm literally number 1 net worth in the game. So it's not that you're wrong. Both options were reasonable, but it wasn't what I was doing. So the thing that this could be fixed by is either of us communicating better, meaning like I could have agreed with you, I could have vetoed you, you could have called me over insistently. You kind of told me what you were doing, but you didn't tell me what to do, which is I'll tell you, it doesn't help very much. If you want something out of somebody, just tell them. It's like, Pango, come with me. That kind of thing.
Usually people are toxic if I tell them just come with me. Like,
I mean, I understand that. I understand that. And if you actually need something out of somebody, I'm giving you and everyone else permission to tell them. And if they get really toxic about it, you just never talk to them like that again and you mute them. And that's the only solution. You have to try, though. You have to try. It's the best communication. I'm telling you right now. What?
I want, because it's important to me to learn the better communication, and that's why I'm just want to talk about it a bit more.
Yeah,
I said I want to go at this Sven, and I think I can do it alone without anyone. So I just wanted everyone to know, okay, I'm killing this Sven. If you want, you can come and get the last hit off it, and if you don't want it, you can do whatever you want. I'm just trying to communicate. I'm not available for the others.
Okay.
Is that okay? Or it's wrong for me?
Okay. So I will take about half as much, I will take exactly half of this responsibility. This is like equally responsibility between the two of us. What I will tell you in your games is that I'm looking at the map state right now. I don't have a better answer for you other than I'm looking at the map state right now. If your Pango goes up this fucking hill, you better be near him. Like, look at the map. I have no better answer there about communication. If we were both doing the same thing, I don't care what it is. But you're going to be in a pub, so I'm trying to help you in the grand scheme of things. So what I'm telling you is, in a pub, any Pango you're playing with in this spot, if he walks up that hill, he thinks you're behind him. I guarantee he thinks you're behind him. So it's not that you're wrong in the call. It's that, yes, it is wrong for you to leave him alone. So if he doesn't follow you, you should just give up on that Sven play. Like, it should not be the play. Even if your play was correct. Even if.
Yeah.
And that is hard as a support. And it is something that you have to do, though. I have been so stubborn in the past where I think a play is correct. I know it's correct. I want to do it. And somebody on my team ruins it. And I try to do it anyway. And one of us dies. It's how it always happens. I've done that mistake a bajillion times. And I am objectively telling you it is a wrong mistake.
So I should walk towards the left side at this point? Exactly this point that you look on?
Your positioning is purely based on me. Like, in terms of, like, you could either walk this way if you feel comfortable, or you're, like, hugging this rail, ready to, like, be as close to me.
I did hug that rail. I did hug that rail, actually. And then I get silence. See?
You're hugging the left rail and walking to me as soon as possible? You literally did this.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to...
I'm not arguing with you, dude. You did not hug the rail. I'm just telling you, like, the thing is that people in chat are probably like, man, BSJ's brutal. Like, isn't this, like, this is so close to this. But this tells me you're going here. This tells me you're sitting behind me, which is, like, conceptually so different. There's a huge fucking difference between this pathing and this pathing. Like, it's huge, because it tells me what you're doing. So I'm telling you, priority-wise, if you have a number 1 net worth mid guy that's running around the map, you play with him. So the thing is, if they're showing 4 heroes top and pushing a building, you don't need to be near me. Because I'm not scared of anything. You can look for Sven and just hunt him down. And that's why earlier, I'll just elaborate just to make sure we're on the same page. I said, I look at this map, you need to be near me. Like, if I saw 3 enemy heroes up here, then yeah, you don't need to be near me. Because... you know, they're not going to do what they just did to me. The whole point of what you and I are doing right now is making space for Wraith King to farm and Centaur to farm. Because Centaur has no health and mana, or no health, and he's not a Blink Dagger yet. And Wraith King's working on a Radiance. So, what I vision there is that I'm just trying to take farm away from them. Because if I take farm on their side of the map, then my Wraith King's getting all the farm on my side of the map, and so is Centaur. So, like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm just telling you that's what I'm doing. I've learned a lot more... from listening to professional players that they view movements as invading farm. So a lot of times, as long as they're invading farm, they don't actually care about killing people. So, like, the thing is, if you and I run through the jungle here, and like together take this camp and this camp, like this Sven right here, what's he gonna do? You know, like even if we don't kill him, he doesn't have any camps. So like, who cares?
Yeah.
You know, maybe he TP's top, and then maybe we can smoke into the triangle or something. We'll force a reaction out of him just because we're taking his camps. So this was a good call by you on the Willow. I remember you calling, or no, was it the Sven that called it? Or sorry, was it Wraith King that called it?
Wraith King called
Wraith
us.
King
Yeah,
called us,
Wraith King
yeah.
called us.
Yeah, so this was a good play. I connected to you guys here. Or you guys connect. Yeah, I connected. Abaddon was walking behind.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's mid
So the issue with this play is that whenever we group up, every hero in the team needs to join the fight or do something else that's relevant. That's it. Remember that, guys. Remember that lesson. And usually the other thing that's relevant is defending or pushing a tower. That's it. So right now, my Centaur needs to either dive these guys or defend this tower. Not this.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Does that make sense? It's really that simple. So here's my question to you, Centaur. Why didn't you defend mid tower?
I mean, we were talking about it with Abaddon, and then we were trying to rotate, but then we switched decision and we went mid for the kill on Leshrac.
I'm confused. Why didn't you defend the tower though? That didn't really address anything.
I will take half blame because I had asked him to shade me when I was warding when the fight was happening.
I see.
I believe.
So
yeah, what happened is in my head, the fight happens top. I don't know if we saw them all mid yet.
okay.
I assume there'd be more.
No, here's Dota though. I'm going to interrupt you because I understand what you're saying. You don't have to elaborate. I understand what you're saying. So here's how it works, guys. If you ever dedicate 4 to 5 heroes to something, it better be fucking done. Because it is such a heavy commitment. Okay? So both of you, if you need to stop and like de-ward real quick on Abaddon, that's like acceptable. But after that, you are instantly running at something. There's no like anything else. There's no jungle camps. There's no like hitting any jungle camps or random shit when 5 of us are doing something. Like there's just, you're effectively using 5 people's time to hit a jungle camp. That's what I need you guys to understand. Anything you're doing is 5 times as important when you have 5 people grouped up. So I just need you guys to know that if you are right here and we're grouped up like this, there is going to be a ton of pressure applied here by us. And if the enemy team is any good, there will be tons of pressure applied somewhere else by them. That is like Dota, right? Like that's the proper response by the opponent. They're either going to fight us at the tower or they're going to push themselves. That's the only 2 reasonable options by the opponent. This is going to happen every single time your team is making a move. So when we're making a move, I need you to either be blatantly part of the move or defending the tower that the other opponent's pushing. It's one or the other. And I don't care which, you know? I really don't. Meaning like every game there's going to be a different answer for this. This is a tough judgment call that people in my bracket mess up tons. Like this is fine to mess up. Just don't hit fucking jungle. Either dive this tower with us or defend mid. I don't care which. One or the other. It'll make your team have a decision. And if you, as Centaur, want to defend mid rather than joining this fight for whatever reason, I think you need Abaddon helping you. And that's the kind of communication in your pubs that you should ask for. Hey, Abaddon, can you sit behind me? I want to defend mid. If you know what your job in the game is, it becomes very easy to tell your teammates what you want from them. Because you know, I want to defend this mid tower, tell your Abaddon to help you out. So we end up taking this fight. I think this fight was largely on me because I should have just rolled. I didn't think I had to use roll, and I was trying to like be smart, but I'm just a mediocre Pango player, and I end up losing most of my HP. And I probably could have fought afterwards and been a part of this. Instead, they end up chasing you guys. So this is pretty much all me. So fight's over. We still have roll. We have blink on Centaur, so I call for a smoke. Wraith King would have just been beautiful if we had a 2,500 gold earlier Radiance, but you already know that, so I'm not going to any further. It just shows at this point in the game how it feels. We smoke up. I'm trying to treat you like a Radiance Wraith King, even though you're not. in the sense that like I'm expecting you to just kind of be farming at this stage. So it's pretty hard to gank Puck. I originally thought we wouldn't be able to get him, but then he walked up and I called for that, and we executed pretty cleanly. It's pretty impossible for Centaur to land that stun. So what is really important when we get a kill like this is that we aren't really rotating to our Wraith King because he's farming up. We're going to cut mid, and we're going to make our way to cut top. So everything everybody does here needs to help that be done. So that's why I asked you to go cut this wave. That's why Centaur is cutting this one. This right here is all good. Now, what you don't do on Centaur is run away from your team. The whole point of Dota is to separate to get shit done as briefly as possible. So the perfect play here, first off, you are going to cut this creep wave every time. Okay? So we killed a guy. We're like right here. The natural play is always going to be to cut this wave and this wave. The next step for you, once you've done that, so I'm emphasizing in this session compared to the other one, that at every point that we accomplish something or that something happens, there's always one of like two choices to do. So if we can get you guys doing one of the two choices, that's a great first step. So on some of these, you guys hit the nail on the head. We talked about it. Great. Perfect. And so in this case, you did what you're supposed to do. And the next one is to not fucking die while you're doing it. So like say, you know, in this earlier one where you were choosing between going here and defending mid, and you decided to defend mid, but you didn't call for a Batten to shield you or like be near you, and you just died. That's an example that I'd be saying, great, you made the right decision on the map, but you just fed, you know? So in this case, it's the same thing. So you got to get creative. You got to be near your team as much as possible when you're doing this stuff. Sometimes it's not possible, but the perfect play here is to cut this creep wave and pull it to here. It's the perfect play. You will never die here if you do that. You will not die if you walk up this hill into your Abaddon. Instead, we're over here. You get picked off solo. So now we're in this spot where we like lose control of their triangle, which happens. We're going to disengage. Not the end of the world. Wraith King's putting good pressure on bottom. Wraith King's doing the right thing right now. Honestly, this movement by us was pretty damn good. It just, that one little misposition, easily fixable though. So, you got the hard part down. I think you were overly passive here on Wraith King. I think you should like farm your way like this. Wait, are these camps dead? It shows triangles on the map. Yeah, okay, yeah. You should have farmed all these camps back. So, right here, when you're playing chill, you know, we are communicating chill mode. We're not doing anything because Centaur's dead. You farm away from the opponent, guys. It's just an objective direction. Please do not think of farming away from the opponent as farming towards your base. Be better than that. Think more critically than that. Go ahead, what?
So I was gonna farm this camp and then the big camp towards our jungle, but then I saw us retreating, and then I saw Puck mid, so I was afraid they might like move towards their jungle. So I don't know. Should I have farmed the way like towards our bottom tier one, like you said, in that case?
Okay. It's this simple, man. I'm gonna help you because it's not a simple concept, but the application is incredibly simple. The enemy team kills us, right? Similar to how we killed Puck. They're now gonna like claim the part of the map that they just killed somebody on. That's just like what teams are gonna do. We killed the Puck right here. We claimed this area, right? They killed our Centaur. They claimed this area. So since you're on the team that's like getting chased, your job is to push other lanes and farm the opposite direction from where they are. So you push in this lane like a good boy. You did a good job. Now they're over here. Farm the opposite way. I don't care where they are. They could be literally over here. If they were over here killing us, your farm pattern would be this way.
Okay.
But they're over here. So you go away. The reason why? It's just physically impossible for them to get to here before you kill these camps. It's literally impossible. So that's the cool part about it, and that's why this concept exists.
I guess I thought one of them might TP to bottom tier 2.
I mean, even if they TP to bottom tier 2, you're literally killing these creeps faster than they can get to you, and they have to deal with these skeletons. You know, you have all the. That's why you push the wave first, because if you don't push the wave first, then if they TP tier 2, you're actually vulnerable at this camp right here. So that's a good question. That's a good point, and that's exactly why you push the wave. So here, all that's happening is you end up splitting triangle farm, I believe with... I think I wanted triangle farm here, and we could have stacked it, but instead it's you taking triangle farm. I stayed on the top half because of it. It's just inefficiency, right?
Okay.
We could have had all these camps here, and then you would have farmed this wave too. It would have actually been you farming all these camps and then cutting the wave like right here. And this pressure that you relieved just now wouldn't have been getting relieved. So when you're a carry and you're farming items, man, just push waves. None of this hesitation bullshit.
Yeah.
This shit right here, you defend, great. Walk down the lane. Any time like this, just remember, it's a moment of weakness, you know? You're going to do it. We all make the mistake. This is just 15 seconds down the drain. We are doing everything we are doing, so you get this item. It is not you being selfish. We are doing what we're doing to make you get this item. Please get it faster. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't you being selfish. This is you helping the team by...
Yeah, that's why I wanted to play Pause 1, because I haven't played it a lot recently, and like I thought I could like find a lot of gameplay errors and like improve my gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I hope I'm coming off as constructive and I'm not like upset with you. I'm not actually like mad at you.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's helping a lot.
Okay. So we end up taking a fight away from you again. This is great. You're still doing what... Dude! Just hit these creeps. Clear all of these creeps, dude. Okay. Lesson number 1 in carry. Okay? If you're farming a big item, I mean, pretty much in general, if there are creeps near you to hit, you fucking hit them. Okay? I will tell you this. You're going to play some position 1 after this if you want. If you see a fight breaking out and you have creeps that you can hit, you hit them. Are you with me? It's actually that simple.
Absolutely.
The way you're going to decide that you go to fights, I guarantee you, if you play efficiently, is that you can't find anything else to do. So you're like, I guess I'll go. Because, like, say all of these camps are dead, right? And then you walk over and then join the fight. What did you miss? Nothing. You know, you wouldn't have been doing anything anyway. But every second that you spend hesitating between following us or not, that's just 2 jungle camps that you're not killing. Every moment like this is just camp, 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 wave, camp, again at 20, camp again, camp again, camp again. Why are you here? We don't want you here, my friend. I want your Radiance at 18 minutes in the game with no Echo Saber and prioritizing your own farm. That's all I want to see out of you. And that's carry. That's carry in a nutshell. I guarantee you guys, if you start to practice this efficiency idea of... You guys are generally playing the right parts of the map. I think your map side play has been really good on carry. The entire game. Meaning what side of the map you put yourself on is correct. Now, you will earn the right to show up to our fights when you clear creeps fast enough to join us after you've killed them all.
Okay.
Okay? Embrace that.
Yeah.
If you guys are like 1k MMR and you farm so fucking slow you can't join fights, that's so be it. Farm faster. You'll gain MMR eventually when you farm faster. Because if you're too slow to farm these creeps, then you're probably not going to win games by winning fights. You're going to lose games because the other guy just has more net worth than you. So everything we've been doing here, I think, is actually really good. Everything the team is doing, playing together, we're getting constant pickoffs. The map is not shoved in like I want it to be. Why is this wave not shoved in? This is honestly, with all due respect, 100% on the Wraith King. And that's just how it is. I'm selling this to everyone else that everything we're doing has been great. This has been awesome as a unit. We are running around as 4, making space for our hard carry to farm. And all the lanes are shoved into us because he ain't shoving them. And I'm telling you, as a carry, that is your job. Like, map maintenance is your job for, like, the first 20 minutes. I just want all those lanes shoved in. I want to run around like an idiot while you shove all the lanes. That's what I want to do. Obviously, like, we're going to occasionally cast spells on lanes and stuff. But I want all these lanes shoved in. And every moment, you can watch this game by yourself again if you want. Every moment that we're grouped up, that you're not shoving a creep wave or farming a creep camp, is a waste of our time. Not yours, ours.
Yeah, and this goes back to the Echo Saber again. It was really dumb of me.
Yeah, the thing is, if you had Echo Saber and you were constantly clearing crimps or clearing waves, I don't give a shit. But you're not doing either. Like, the Echo Saber has very little to do with this. It honestly does. Like, even with the Echo Saber, you know, we could have done a lot more on the map. This was a really good call out by you on the Willow. You're like, let's kill this puck. I honestly shouldn't have even... I actually think my play was fine. I ended up TPing. I think that's okay. I think your play was really good. Good call out there. Wraith King's pushing. Centaur's pushing. We've got great setup here. We find the Bane. We're perfectly poised to win this game. Wraith King's pushing in the mid lane. You know, I said we have Centaur ulti and you popped it. Miscommunication a bit there. No big deal. So, because we popped Centaur ulti, I communicated during the game that, you know, we're chilling. We're just taking this tower before they're alive. And we're going to back off. So this is a point where the switch is off. All last game, or all last coaching session between me and the other group, I said on and off switch. Off switch means we're avoiding fights. On switch means we're forcing them. So the switch is off until we get Centaur ulti again. It's like, the thing is, this isn't like a perfect yes or no. If the opponent like shows 4 heroes bottom and one of them walks into our triangle by themselves, or walks into their triangle into us, we're going to kill the guy, right? But we're not going to do anything that starts an engagement. So when the switch is off like this, you know, we're a little bit higher MMR in this group than the other one. When I say switch is off, ask yourself, is what I'm doing going to force an engagement? If the answer is yes, then don't do it. That's all it is to it. So in this case, I told my Centaur to be a bit careful. We get the objective because they just respawned. Now, you guys need to get the fuck out. Okay, did a pretty good job here. Willow's connecting back to the team. Centaur ran back towards them. What are you doing? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Away from them. Away. If you want to connect to the team, you have to go where we are between them and the opponent. The only way for you to reasonably connect to us here is to TP here and walk to us. Do you guys see this difference here? Because we are separated, and you walk back towards where they were. You see that, right? Are you following me on Centaur?
Yeah, I do.
This makes total sense, I hope. If you want to connect to us, you have to go where they can't go, which you guys ran away from this area, right? You retreated from this area. The one area you're not allowed to go back to is where you retreated from, because that's where they were. They're chasing you. The reason why I'm telling you to run this way is because this is what they're doing. This is Dota. It's like tug of war on the map. They're just going to follow you. They're literally cat and mouse, not tug of war. It's like cat and mouse. And you ran right back into their gank. This rune's like off limits. It's just, if it's in the path of this area, it's just not on limits. So this was a really bad death. Really bad. And then we end up thinking we can take the fight. And then Sven just fucking wipes us. I think. Yeah. I think after you died, we should have had a better sense of urgency of getting out. I didn't really think they were this strong. But, you know, your hero had really high impact in the game. So we should have backed off there.
Can we check the start of this fight? Because I sort of caused the fight to start, but my intention was to disengage.
Well, there's no reason for us to take the fight because we're 4v5 and they don't win, which is hindsighty, but we should. I don't think we want to take the fight
I
regardless.
just wanted
right?
to
Is
push
that
this lane, and this happened. So I just duel him and get back, and I see BSJ going in. I said, oh, okay, he wants to fight, so I go in, and then this happened.
Yeah, this fight's pretty much 80% my fault. That's it. Yeah, I mean, me swashbuckling there, I underestimated their strength and thought that we would be able to kill the Lesh there. I just thought we did more damage, so I thought my W plus Q would be enough. So, honestly, wasn't even trying to avoid that before, but now that I'm watching, you quote-unquote baited me, but it's like not your fault. What you did was fine. So, that's pretty much entirely on me. I did not properly identify the repercussions of that Centaur death. That was a much more impactful death than I gave it credit for. And that's not like to extra flame the Centaur. That's saying like whenever one of your teammates dies, it is really important that we ask ourselves, how much does that death change in the game? And I didn't give it enough credit for how much it changed. So that's definitely me overestimating my strength as a hero and thinking because I have Aegis, I can still do this. And I just died twice. So now the game's a little off. Go ahead.
I was actually thinking that we really shouldn't be there. So should I have just said we need to get out? Because I after Centaur died, I knew they were gonna like, and then we saw the Lush mid, and I was like, we probably shouldn't be here anymore.
Okay,
but
this is a good question. This is an absolutely good question. Okay, I will go over for your sake here as well. So you as a carry in your pubs, you know, any of you, how often is your mid laner going to do something like I did here? Probably happens a pretty good amount. I'm not saying that to make myself feel better. Like, how often are you as a support, like, trying to disengage? You as a carry don't really want to fight, and your mid laner does this. Like, tell me, doesn't that happen a pretty good amount?
Yeah.
Yeah.
often.
I'm not like trying to make
I got
myself.
PTSD.
I'm not like trying to make you feel better or like make myself feel
It
better.
depends
This
on the
happens a lot.
hero, but it happens a lot with
Yeah, it
many
happens a
heroes
lot.
that jump in.
Yeah, it absolutely happens. So what I'm telling you is, as a carry specifically in this case, because the supports are with me, you guys are kind of in. There's nothing you guys can do at this point. Like, honestly, from the support's perspective, you're kind of just fucked. That's life. But as a carry, if you didn't want to fight, your communication can be, you know, I don't want to fight there, and then have some conviction. Okay? I'm telling you, if
Mhm.
you're in this spot and you don't want to fight, do not go to this. Just don't.
All right.
I don't care what your mid laner's saying. If you really don't think you're supposed to go and you're in a pub, you know, obviously it's a bit different in terms of this like power dynamic between you and I, where I'm like your coach and you know, you're probably just blindly trusting me here. In your pub, if your mid laner does this and you were confident about what you were thinking, follow it. Okay. It is really bad as a carry, I'll tell you. In my pubs, I will lose games because I die here with my team rather than just like pushing this lane and backing off and farming this ancient camp real quick and then farming the rest of this map. You know, all this shit happens. Say all of this stuff happens, and you just farmed all of this during it. It's actually not that bad. And I have lost many a games doing exactly what you're doing here. And I still lose them. Okay, I still lose games doing this. So,
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structure
that is a good point. I'm glad you asked that question. Good question. So, map is a little awkward now. We talked to Wraith King, said be very careful top. We didn't feel comfortable with you going there. It's like they're over here in hindsight, but we have no idea where they are. So you had to be very safe.
Yeah.
Your ult's coming back off, so you're going to show top. This is where we're like making a collapse move on bottom. And this is what I'll say here. Is that when you're... I said that Wraith King could show up to this. This should have been better communicated. So when your team is making a play like this on Wraith King, you need to be able to be here when the fight starts. And I can't say this in game.
I should have walked mid.
You should... Here's my answer to you. If your team is doing this, and a fight breaks out, because this to me, I hope it is too, to you guys, is really obvious that there's a potential fight happening here. Like, I'm looking at the map right now from our perspective.
Yeah.
Isn't it, like, really obvious that if a fight happens, it's happening right here? Right? You are a Radiance BKB carry. If a fight happens, you need to be there. So what that means for you is whatever situation you're in, you need to tell me how quickly you need to come here. When this fight starts, you need to be here. That's all I'm telling you.
I guess I thought the fight would have happened more towards the lane, and I could have TP'd to bottom tier 2.
In this case, I think the perfect play would be to TP either bottom tier 2 or mid tier 2. My point to you is that every game's going to be a bit different. If your team's making a play like this and you're on like the other side of the map and you're this strong, if you don't like have ulti or you don't have BKB yet, by all means do what you're doing right here. You know what I mean? Like play like this. This is fine.
Yeah.
But when you're super strong like this, I need you to be at the fight when the fight starts. So wherever the fight's happening, whatever hero you're playing and how easy it is for you to get there, whether you have bots, whether you're a Spectre, whether, you know, whatever, you need to be able to be here at this stage in the game now that you're farmed. You know, in the early game, when you're getting items, I need you to just hit those fucking creeps. But now that you've finally hit your timing, I need you to be at the fight when it starts. So this is something that's hard to tell you in the middle of the game for sure. But this is a situation where it's just awkward for us if we don't have a Wraith King here.
Okay.
It's really awkward for the team. Like, we're making this powerful move that I actually think we're strong enough to make, and you're just pushing top. And this is an example where, because I'm telling you a fight's going to happen, you had the conscious choice to be at the fight or to do what you're doing. And your choice was to hit creeps. So I'm telling you that when a fight's going to brew, you have a choice. To push a lane or to be at the fight. What's more impactful, in your opinion? Hitting these creeps over here or being at a fight with a Radiance BKB on Wraith King? That's the
The
decision you're
latter,
making
yeah.
every single game. Right? I can't give you like this is the right answer. I'm telling you this is the decision you're making and you're choosing which one's better. Right? And it's like, well, if you guaranteed to take this tier 2, maybe it's a different story. You know? Maybe like you might stick around and take the tier 2. But all you did was push creeps from here to here. And that's when you can ask yourself, did I do anything impactful there? The answer is absolutely not, right? And so if you compare how much impact you had doing this compared to how much impact you think you'll have in the fight, you know, it's a combination of gauging what am I doing right now, like how useful is it, and then how strong am I in the fight? And you put them on a scale and weigh them, see what they do, right? That's all you do.
Yeah.
So here, this is just, it's like, instead of being really strong together, we're like weak in 2 different points, and, you know, we end up taking this fight. I didn't realize you died. I thought we were stronger than this, but the full duration Fiend's Grip went off. And honestly, from this point, the game got really fucking hard. I'm mainly looking at how we got to this point rather than the fact that we're at this point. But I'll do a little bit more. Probably not going to wrap up this game. I do like what us 4 have been doing for the last, like, 10 minutes. I know you're a bit rusty, and you also said you haven't been playing carry. So this is just kind of like... I once again am saying this to make sure we understand. This isn't meant to make you feel like shit, but I like the way that the rest of the team has been playing the map. And I think it's really important that we've been doing this. And the fact is...
Excuse me?
Go ahead.
In the last fight that I just died to the Sven, I don't know, it was my positioning was very bad, or it was a good positioning to gank the tank, sort of. Was it wrong for me to be there? Because I didn't know Sven has a blink, so yeah. I don't know how bad was my movement there.
Sorry, I should be more nitpicky. Good question. I'll ask all of you. Who should walk up this hill?
Me or Wraith King?
Yeah. That's it.
So I walked to the left because I had sentry to the ward, but yeah, that happened.
So you're telling me, you know, is it good for you to gank tank? Look at your heroes.
Because basically I can do it against them, since Shaman doesn't have the blink yet, and Puck, if he wants to silence me, I can see him coming.
Do you
and
still
for the
believe
Sven
that?
stun, like, I could disjoin this stun in the normal circumstance. He just blink other side of the tree where I couldn't see him, and then he just stunned me when I couldn't disjoin it. But in the normal circumstance, like if I was other side of the tree, I would see this coming and I would be inside the shadow. So before I die, I would cast some spells at least. And
Okay.
maybe it gives you guys some chance to fight back. I don't know. Because
I'm interrupting you for the sake of time. I've been doing this for a long time today. I'm not upset with you guys, but I need to make sure I'm efficient here. So, you are correct in identifying with us 4 down here, one of us needs to walk up this fucking hill. You have an Abaddon. Don't walk up the hill. You are correct to identify that somebody has to walk up this hill. Sometimes it will be your hero. Say you don't have another hero on your team to walk up that hill. Willow is a potential candidate to walk up hills. Okay, there are games where Willow can walk up hills. Yeah. You are not the best hero to walk up hills this game. So this can be a misplay by your Wraith King for not being with the team. This can be a misplay by Abaddon for not being in the position to walk up this hill. It is not your job in the game to walk up that hill. So I'm trying to help you in the grand scheme of all of your pubs. Because I don't want you to just know that it's Abaddon and Wraith King's job. I want you to have the discipline to know that it is not yours. And I guarantee all of you that if you stick to what is your job in the games just go way better. All that ends up happening if your teammates are messing up is you just have to wait longer. And it's boring, but you win. Like, that's the thing, is you win more games. It's like, if we end up sitting here for an extra 10 seconds... because Brightside or Wraith King, or Brightside or Jarls are slow to walk up this hill, then so be it. It's way better than you, me, or Centaur dying. It's like way better. You know? It's better to do things right slowly than it is to do them wrong fast. Like, that's just how it is for Dota. So I'm trying to help you. It's a great question. You know, it's like a really tough spot to be in. I know Willow has that choice. There's a lot of heroes in the game that are like, candidates for doing certain things, but the fact is, you know, you have like 2 of the best gank tankers in the entire game on your team. You have Wraith King and Abaddon, 2 heroes that always want to get initiated onto. That's kind of their point. So it should never be you getting initiated onto. We already talked about what happened here. It's like their job to be getting initiated onto. It's my job, your job, and Centaur's job to not get initiated onto. So like when Centaur got caught right here, when I swashbuckled onto the Lesh right here, and when you did this, it's all equally bad because we're not getting the right hero to get initiated onto. It's all equally bad. Okay, so we've been doing like play after play in this game. This is acceptable, you know, you tried, we tried, went for a little play. We're pushing out the lanes. The game, honestly, is us against the Sven right now. And because Sven's like an initiation type carry, we just needed to get the right jump. I communicated that we could go for this fight. It's probably me being rushed. This is a fight where they have all the ward advantage, and I should have just said to back off and let you go. This is my bad, I think. We should just not be taking this fight in the first place. I also didn't know Puck had an axe, but this is... I made this call to fight here. This is a game where, at this point, the way we were to win would be to smoke up and jump the Sven. And that's like the only way we're going to win the game.
I actually did that once.
Yeah, the one time we did it, we won the fight. He ended up dying. He died in base here, not popping his BKB, and we crushed that fight. So... like, I'm going to leave the game here and just say that, like, me taking this fight and saying we should take it was very impatient. It was, like, very... I wasn't thinking straight about what needed to be done to win fights. I was, like, thinking... I was still in the mode of, like, as long as we take a regular fight, we'll win the game. But because we took, like, 4 bad engagements in a row, we actually had to be very specific about how we take this fight. And we didn't do that, and it was because I called it. So... I definitely take responsibility there. And I'll just say to you guys that if you're in this spot where you're losing, there's usually, it's not always going to work, but there's usually one way to take the fight that's going to be best. You know, like whether or not you're winning or losing, usually losing just means that more things have to go correctly for you in the fight in order for you to win it. So like in this game, because we are now down by like 5K against a super high net worth Sven, we had to jump the Sven, or maybe even just kill a support instantly, you know, without investing resources. But this was a fight that we kind of took under their terms. One at a time, we walked in and died. So that's on me for not being picky enough about how we take fights later when we're losing.
I do have one question.
Yeah.
How do you gauge for supports and cores like Abaddon, Wraith King, these like, you know, walk-in gank tankers? How do you gauge who does that? But like in game, like what metrics do you use?
I think some things in Dota are simply fielded. I don't have a gauge for you there. It's literally like based on the knowledge you have, try to make a confident assertion. So my goal in Dota has always been to be confident in what I believe in, but willing to reflect on it after the game. So I will say communication-wise, there was a lot of stuff you guys were talking about. I think it was mainly Brightside and Clout. Or no, AF. I'm mixing up people. Yeah, AF. It was mainly AF and Brightside. You guys were talking about things that already happened, and I will tell you, it's a waste of your fucking time. Don't talk about it. So one of them was specifically geared at me, which I understood in the coaching sessions, like a unique dynamic that you probably don't do in a pub. But like I remember somebody saying Sven ulti was down and then or something, and then somebody asked like why, and then you guys were like going back and forth about it. I don't give a shit that I don't like why. I don't care. You know, I care that the Sven ulti's down. If the communication itself is not helping your team get information that helps them do something, I just don't care about it. So I do want to encourage that you stop talking about what's already happened, and all you're doing is thinking about the next thing. And if you know somebody has to walk up that hill, you know, Brightside, just if you think it's you, do it. You know, sometimes you're going to be wrong.
Okay.
Shit happens. Like this
sometimes
is just,
you just feed. Sometimes,
sometimes you think you're not going to die and you get blink stunned by a Sven and die full to 0. Like, you know, AF, like we talked about why he did what he did. Dark Willow is definitely a support that can walk up hills. But I can argue with 100% certainty that when he has a bad and Wraith King on his team, he is not supposed to do it. But in a game where it's not so obvious, maybe he did make the right play and he just misexecuted it. You know, maybe he did. But that's the thing is these are the type of things where you just kind of have to gain a feel for it but be confident in which one you think it is and communicate it. You know somebody has to walk up that hill. You can tell your team you're walking up the hill. If you don't think it's supposed to be you, you tell your Wraith King to walk up that hill, or you say, like, let's wait for our Wraith King to get here. Be confident in it. If you don't think it's you, don't just do it because you think, you could. If you don't think it's you, don't do it. Unless, like, rank 1, like CCNC is telling you what to do. You should probably just listen. If somebody, like, way better than you tells you what to do, I just blindly follow. I just kind of, I'm like, if they're wrong, I'll learn, whatever. It's more likely statistically, if they're way higher MMR than me, that they're right. So if you feel like they're raging at you, it's a bit different. But if you feel like they're just telling you what to do, you should, I personally just follow it. Does anybody have final questions? I know we went through a lot here. But yeah, any final questions?
Just a small question. Was there anything major I could do different in this game? Because I feel like I did everything. Was there anything big mistakes? Any bad map movements?
No,
Anywhere?
I think most of your stuff was in the middle of the engagement itself. That was the problem. I'll be honest and say that you probably had the least to learn from this game. I think, I'm not just trying to say that to make, the end of this conversation. I think the few things we talked about were your issues in lane. I actually think you played it really well. You helped check runes. You played with me constantly throughout the game. We talked about that one movement into the jungle. I think the movements you're making, you need to be much more methodical about them. You're like specific positioning.
What does methodical mean?
Methodical means that, like, the way you do it needs to be paid more attention to. So, like, your exact pathing, your exact positioning, your role in initiation or backup. Like, the thing about, like, you telling me you never buy a blink on Willow, you're telling me that if you guys smoke and see a carry farming Ancients, that it's never your job to blink Yules that guy. Because I guarantee you there are games where it's your job to blink Yules that guy and catch him. I'm not saying it's, like, very often. It's just like saying there are games where you're going to be the one walking up hills. There are going to be games where you're the guy that's going first on Willow. Because you can blink Yules in Dark Realm or whatever, and you're good. So I'm telling you that I think a lot of what plays you're making are good with the team. You played around us a lot. I didn't ever feel like, where's my 4 position? I never felt like that. Other than, like, the one play that was right here where you were just slightly mispositioned. I never felt like that all game. The thing that in this game I did feel a lot was, like, why aren't the lanes pushed in? My Centaur was making me feel a bit uncomfortable with his positioning on the map sometimes, and that's the kind of stuff we've already talked about. I never felt that with you, so I don't have much to say about your overall positioning. It's definitely the way you take things, though. Like, the way you do certain things, and you need to pay more attention to it. Be more disciplined. Think more exact, because that is, on a hero like Willow, pretty much your skill cap. Are you the guy that goes first, second, third, fourth? Exact positioning in fights. And I think that, the thing is, those 3 or 4 deaths that you had being in front, or like me getting killed here or whatever it was, or having to back off.
You didn't get killed. I just get killed here.
Yeah, you got killed. That's what it was. That's the kind of shit that I'm not saying it would have helped. It would have won us the game, but that's your impact on winning the game, right? Like, that's it. And a lot of things I'll say in this game were outside of your hands. But, as a support, as a 4, if you're playing Willow all the time, if you do all that shit correctly, you're going to win more games than you lose. Like, that's just how it is. So it's not exactly, people want to think Dota in an ideal way. They want to think, if I play perfectly, I'm going to win the game. And that's just doesn't, sadly, not how it works, as much as it happens. So it's kind of like, for me, I was fucking owning, and I made 3 crucial mistakes this game. And if I'm in a pub, all I have to remember for myself is the 3 really crucial mistakes I made. This swashbuckle here in my bracket might be enough to just lose me the game. That was a really bad death. So a lot of people would blame the fact that their Centaur died here. But, like, my job was to respond appropriately to Centaur dying. And I didn't. Or he died over here, I think. So, for yourself, I would say in this game, you only made about 3 or 4 big mistakes. When I say big, they were small, but the implications were big. So, and that's all you can do in Dota. So, any final questions for you guys?
May I say something?
What's up?
Yeah, may I say something?
Yeah, go
Just
ahead.
Yeah, just quick shout out to Liquid Plus and yourself for making this possible. I mean, being the lowest MMR there, I think I learned a lot. I mean, it's something to watch your videos on YouTube, but being able to living it and play a game like this, it's a great opportunity. So thanks a lot, and yeah.
Awesome. Appreciate it, buddy. Anybody else? Questions, comments?
Same. Shout out to you and Liquid Plus. Thank you for the session. As I mentioned before, I actually haven't played Plus One in a while, and I'm actually trying to recover, and I learned a lot from this session.
Nice.
So thank you.
That's what I want to hear, guys.
On a unrelated note, one question. So what's your opinion on Ricky and Pubs at this patch right now?
What did I tell you your job for the first 20 minutes of the game was?
Farm.
Okay.
All right, I see where this is going.
Okay, good talk. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, guys. See you later.
See you later,
Bye.
bro.
Sometimes you just got to give them a smart ass question, you know. That definitely went way longer than I anticipated, but I think it was really good material. If you guys are wondering, this was a giveaway through Liquid Plus. You know, all the stuff they do on there is absolutely free, so I'll link it in chat in case anybody wants to sign up. It's absolutely free. You just could connect all your platforms and you earn points by watching streams, following Twitter, all that kind of stuff. And there will be giveaways based on me in the future. Trying to get more people involved in the organization and being fans and supporting of the team. That's part of what my job is, being a content creator for Liquid. So make sure you check that out. I definitely know there will be more in the future, so earn those points if you care. It's definitely a good opportunity for free stuff. No, Willow really didn't do too much wrong there. I think his positioning on the map was really good on average. But after watching the game back, a few of his in-gank decisions and stuff were definitely off. If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that shenanigans, because at the end of the day, YouTube does care about that. You may not care about it, I may not care about it, but the YouTube algorithm does. So please do.